EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Marino will look to throw on first. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Marino now off the bootleg. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Marino. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
43!
They run over center with Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Charles again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. 92 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when you look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A run straight ahead with Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Achane. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know.
He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment for the guys covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 180 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Again, it's Achane. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On second down, a run by Achane. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Marino sets up. Throw caught by Achane. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, back to Achane. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Attack, attack! 10-10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Gonzalez. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Charles is going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second down, Marino. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Marino. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild-card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give. Left side, it's Charles. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Attack!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Down back at the 32.
Yellow! Right side!
Now a give, right side, Charles. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Attack, attack! Right side!
They throw it out right complete. Oh, and he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
15. Easy. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Come back. Right side.
They run it. It's Charles. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Right side.
Mahomes will throw for it. They'll roll him out right. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Marino looking to throw on second down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now the Bucs will tackle.
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
But I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, Marino. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Marino. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, Marino once more. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
27. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That'll be caught by Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Marino. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing here, Marino. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, this game has now been short on entry, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8